Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look that I created for the fall. I wanted to do something that was a little out of my comfort zone, or a lot out of my comfort zone, more bold, fall inspired. So this is what I came up with, and as many of you guys know, this is definitely out of my comfort zone. I'm more into like neutral colors, so I wanted to do something a little bit different, but I'm really obsessed with the way it came out. And pretty much all of the makeup on my face is Wet n Wild, so it's a one brand tutorial. I've actually never done a one brand tutorial, I don't think, because I don't even do a lot of makeup tutorials, you guys. But what's really exciting about this video is that Wet n Wild has sponsored it. It's crazy, it's really exciting. So as most of you guys know, Wet n Wild is one of my favorite brands of makeup. They carry my favorite foundation that I've mentioned in almost every video, every favorites video for that matter. And Wet n Wild is carried you can get Wet n Wild anywhere, you guys. Walmart, Target, Ulta Beauty, Wet n Wild's website, drugstores like Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens. Where else can you get it? Even at like your local grocery store, any kind of like major chain grocery store. I know a lot of my grocery stores carry Wet n Wild, so you can get it pretty much anywhere, which is great. And next, the quality is great with Wet n Wild. They have really stepped their game up over the last couple years, and their products are just as good, if not better, than a lot of high-end products. I know I've mentioned that in a lot of my videos, so it's nothing new to you guys. And then lastly, what's great about Wet n Wild is it's not going to break the bank. It's super affordable. So I'm really excited to share with you guys this look I created. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell down below. And without further ado, if you guys would like to see how I created this fall makeup look, then just keep watching. So I have my hair pulled back, cat ears on. I wear these every day when I do my makeup, you guys. I love them, the little cat ear headbands. So a lot of these products are new Wet n Wild products that I've never tried before, and then some of them are items that I've owned, but I wanted to keep it all Wet n Wild. So first off, we're going to do foundation, and you guys know, if you guys have been around my channel for a while, that my favorite foundation in the world is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, but the liquid version. So I didn't know that they had a stick version, and I'm like, let's try the stick version out. Now, I don't typically gravitate towards stick foundations, but I'm like, you know what, for the sake of this video, let's try this one out and see how it is. So this is the same. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus stick foundation, and it is in the shade Golden Honey, which is like a medium warm. So this should be okay. It'll actually make me, you know, look a little darker than I am. I'm actually looking like pretty pale. I'm like losing my tan, so I'm just gonna, you know, dab a little bit on. And I was like going back and forth. I'm like, should I use a brush? Should I use a beauty blender? And typically, like lately, the last, I don't even know how many months I've been using a brush. I haven't even really used my beauty blender. But I'm thinking for blending out this, I might want to use a beauty blender. So I think that's good. If I need to add more, we can. So let's get to blending. So actually this color right here, I really like it. I should actually get the liquid foundation of this. I think the shade that I'm using right now in the liquid foundation is cream beige. So I'll definitely be picking up this one. And then I think when I'm like really pale, meaning like in the winter time when I don't have any color on my face, I am soft beige, if you guys were wondering. So I think everything is looking pretty blended. It looks pretty good, and I'm really impressed initially. I've tested out other foundations before. I think the last one I tested out on my channel was like a month or two ago. It was the Fenty one, and right away I was like, I like had a feeling, but this is looking really good, looking just like, you know, the regular liquid foundation would. I'm gonna do concealer, and I was digging through one of my drawers back there because I'm like, you know what, I know I have a Wet n Wild concealer. So this is in the shade light medium beige, which should be fine for this time of year. And I am going to just put a little bit. I don't go crazy with the concealer, you guys. I literally have just been doing that lately. Like, I don't dot anymore. That's like all I really feel like I need. And I am gonna just go in with a beauty blender again and blend it out. This is a pretty good concealer too, by the way. It's like pretty lightweight, and it doesn't like look cakey or anything. I almost like forgot about it, to be honest with you guys. I gotta start using it again. So now I'm gonna set my face, and I was thinking like the other day, I'm like, do I have any Wet n Wild setting powders? And then when I was in Walmart, I didn't really see any. The only thing that I saw was this, and I was like, okay, I have this. And I actually like forgot about this, but this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this is in the shade Dolce de Leche, so it's a contour and then a setting powder. So I'm gonna use this, it's almost like a banana shade. I'm just gonna use that to set my face. And the other thing that's great about Wet n Wild, and I feel like in 2019, it's like brands really seriously need to be cruelty-free at this point, but Wet n Wild is cruelty-free, which is great. And sometimes when I'm in a rush, I don't use a smaller brush to set my under eyes. I just use this, but since I've got some time, I'm going to use this to set the rest of, or I'm using the smaller brush for my under eyes, and then this to set the rest of my face. And this is a pretty good setting powder as well. I can't remember the last time that I contoured my cheeks. I contour my nose, but in the summer, and like still it's September, it's like really warm out still, so I've just kind of been using a bronzer to bronze on my cheeks. I haven't really been contouring, but in like the colder months I tend to contour my cheeks and then bronze. So for the sake of this video, I figured since I've already got this out, I am going to use this shade right here to kind of contour my cheeks lightly before I go in with a bronzer. Now this contour shade is really pigmented, you guys, so I'm only just putting a little bit on. Like a little bit does the job. You guys can kind of like see already. For bronzer, this is new. I picked this up the other day. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade Palm Beach Ready. I think this is the darkest shade that they have. It's really beautiful. It's like a nice like shimmery bronze shade. So I'm honestly, just by looking at it, I feel like it's going to be pretty pigmented. So I'm just going to try to go like really lightly and just tap off the excess. Oh yeah, this is a really pretty shade. I think they had, the other shade they had was Ticket to Brazil, but that was too light for me. But this is really pretty. And this blends out really nicely, you guys. I'm like really impressed. I think this bronzer was under $4. Next for blush, this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I thought that this was a really pretty shade for the fall, and they only had this in like one other shade at my local Walmart. So, but anyways, I think that this is a really nice, it's almost like, honestly, it's like a nice like mauve-y apricot color, apricot. Okay, so this is like really pigmented, you guys. Holy crap. I'm gonna go really lightly on this other cheek and then blend this out. That blush is so pigmented, you guys. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting it to be that pigmented. That's why, you know, I would have went a lot lighter, but it's not like it's a big deal. I'm just going to blend it out, and now I know going forward that it's very pigmented, which is great. To highlight, I'm going to be using Wet n Wild's Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. This is a really pretty, almost like champagne color, and I've had this for a while, and it's a really nice, and I think I have one other shade, but the other day when I was in Walmart, I saw that they had a couple other shades as well, so a little bit goes a long way with this highlighter. And I've been going back and forth between fan brushes and regular brushes for highlighter, but right now I'm all about the fan again. This is what the highlighter looks like. It's really beautiful, and I'm pretty sure it looks like it's picking up on camera. So that is a really nice highlighter. I would definitely recommend that one. So next off for our eyes, I'm going to be using Wet n Wild Stop Playing Safe palette, and I have never used Wet n Wild eyeshadows before. So I'm like, you know, let's see what this is all about. I'm really excited to use this. So this is the palette that I'm going with, and it's cool because on the back it tells you exactly like how to create a look if you know, are unfamiliar with what shades go where. And it's cool too because on the top and the bottom it tells you that the top and the bottom are transition shades. So I don't know if you guys can like see that, but that's really cool and it's helpful as well. So, and then that's what the back looks like. It kind of like tells you how to, you know, what looks to create and where, what shades go where. So I'm going to wing this and try to create my own fall look with this palette. I don't know how many colors I'm gonna do. I don't know how crazy I'm going to get. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm gonna try to go more simple, but I definitely want to use some darker colors. So we shall see what this turns out to be like. So even though it doesn't say transition, I'm gonna start with this shade right there and kind of like apply it to my crease and, you know, see how that looks. I was gonna go with the lighter shade below it, but I just don't know like if that would even show. Yeah, these are, wow, very pigmented eyeshadows. I'm super impressed. I don't know why I haven't tried these before, you guys. But honestly, and I've said this before in many of my videos, Wet n Wild's one of those brands that has just stepped their game up in the last couple years. They really have. I've said it in many videos, and A lot of their products, like, there's no need to pay top dollar for at Sephora and Ulta for other brands. You can just buy Wet n Wild products and get the same results. I am super impressed with the shade, you guys. I mean, it looks stunning and beautiful. I didn't have any issues blending it out whatsoever. I'm just really impressed. This is a beautiful shade. So what do I want to do next? I want to do maybe some kind of smoky eye. I am not the best at smoky eyes, you guys, by any means. Half the time I just don't do them. I'm thinking, I'm like going back and forth. I was either going to deepen up my outer V with this shade right here, or I was going to do this red. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. I think I honestly am going to do this red shade right here. I've done like red before, and reds look super beautiful. So I am going to take that red shade and hope for the best. It's like hit or miss sometimes when I do smoky eyes, you guys. So I'm just going to kind of tap that red right on my outer V like so, and then just kind of blend it up. So it's almost like an antique red shade. It's really beautiful. Kind of like stamp it down like that, and then just start blending up, and you can apply a little bit more. Again, I'm not perfect at smoky eyes, you guys. Plus, I have hooded eyes, so you got to take that into account. I really wish I didn't. So this is what it's looking like so far, and I will eventually like take either a Q-tip or powder and kind of clean up right here. But I'm thinking this red shade, I was either going to do the shade that I applied to my crease or this red shade on my lower lash line, and I'm thinking I'm going to do this red shade, so I'm just going to do that now. Kind of like swipe it lightly underneath. I apologize if I'm like bending down and you can't really see what I'm doing. I think what I might do is take like this kind of like orange, lighter orange shade below the shade that I did my transition crease shade with. I might put that on the lid, and then this top shade right here, it's kind of like a shimmery orange shade, as you guys can see. I might just top that over it, but I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this shade's really pretty. Again, I'm like super impressed because this is like a really light shade, as you guys saw. It's still really pigmented. And I didn't really want to go like stark white because this is, even though it's like a yellow shimmery shade up top, it might like look really like bright and white. So that's why I wanted to go with this like light apricot, light orange, pale orange shade. And then I'm thinking I might just honestly like take my finger and dab it into the shade and kind of put it on my lid. If not, I can take a brush, but I might just kind of do that. And I could even like wet my finger, but I feel like I don't even need to, you guys. Kind of blend this out lightly, and this is what I think I'm going to do with my eyes. I think this is it. I think it's super beautiful. I definitely think we have fall colors going on, and I'm super impressed with these shadows, you guys, if I haven't said it 50 million times. So next, let me grab, I'm just grabbing like a flat angled brush. I am going to take this darkest, yeah, I think this is what I want to do. I want to take this like dark brown shade down here, and I am going to kind of just stamp that on my lower lash line. Now sometimes I go in with like a chocolate brown, and then sometimes I'll go in with black, so I'm just trying to work with what we have here. So this will do, and if you guys can't see, once I'm done I'll show you what it looks like. I have to bend down and look in my mirror to do this. So that's what that dark color looks like along my lower lash line, and if you guys can still kind of see the red underneath it, it looks really beautiful. So since we are trying to go with a fall kind of smoky eye, I'm going to just take this black liner and just kind of line my inner waterline with black. Now I don't go all the way. I stop about there. Thinking what's going to be super beautiful is if we pop that yellow shimmery shade into our inner corner for a highlight. I think that that would look super beautiful. This shade right here. Wow, this yellow shade's beautiful. So yeah, I would prefer this as an inner corner highlight as opposed to like a lid shade. But it's definitely beautiful. I can definitely tell it's definitely giving my eyes a nice pop, if you guys can see. Next is liner. I may end up having to do this off camera because I am not good at applying liner on camera and just not applying it in general. But this is the Wet n Wild Metallic Mega Liner, and this is liquid liner. So this is a black liquid liner, but it's got like, and I'm gonna maybe, I don't know, I'll just swatch it out on my hand so you guys can see. It's black, but it's got like little specks of shimmer in it. Hopefully that's picking up on camera so you guys can see. So this is the liner that I'm going to use. I think it's super beautiful. It gives you just a little bit of, you know, shimmer, sparkle. It's nothing like too overwhelming. So this is like bad, but I can't apply liner without like tugging on my eye. And I know that sounds really bad, but what I like to do sometimes is kind of go like this, so I'm not like, you know, putting my fingers into my foundation, and this is what I do. And hopefully this is picking up on camera. So I'm not going to do a wane, but this glides on really nicely. It's not like clumpy or anything. It's really lightweight. I'll take like a Q-tip to kind of clean up in there afterwards. But again, it just gives it a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if that's like, if you guys can see that. So I really do like this eyeliner. I am going to do my other eye. And by the way, this is called Cosmic Black, the shade. I probably should have mentioned that. It is in the shade Cosmic Black. So I am going to do my other eye, apply lashes and mascara, and I will be back. I just applied lashes and mascara, and I am obsessed with my eyes. And now it's time for my lips, and I am going to be going a little bit bold with this shade right here. You guys know that I'm a pretty neutral person when it comes to my lips. So this is Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit High Shine lipstick, and this shade, it's not like a really bright red, it's more of a dull red, but nonetheless it's still pretty bold for me. But I thought that this would be really nice for, you know, to complete this look. Now I was like going back and forth, do I need lip liner, should I not do lip liner? But I'm like, you know what, just to be safe, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of lip liner first. I don't think I've ever tried any Wet n Wild lipsticks or lip products, or I haven't in years. So this is like their liquid lipstick, so I'm super excited, nervous, all of the above, to see how this comes out. Now right off the bat I can tell this is going to be pigmented, so I'm kind of trying to have as least amount of product as possible so I don't go overboard. But I like the applicator. It's a nice like doe foot applicator. So let's see. And right off the bat, you guys, this feels really nice on the lips. Are you guys seeing this? Like, this is a stunning shade. This is definitely bold for me, I will admit. It's a little out of my comfort zone, but this is so shiny for a liquid lipstick. Do you guys see the shine? You wouldn't even need a gloss, so I will be curious to see how it sets. But like, do you guys see the shine? This is definitely no joke. This would be a beautiful shade for like around the holidays, like around Christmas time. So again, super impressed with this. It's not drying. It's still not feeling drying. And I've told you guys a million times with liquid lipsticks, I don't really tend to wear them because I just don't like the drying effect. Or if I do wear them, then I will smack a lip gloss over. But I don't even think I need to do that, you guys. This is a stunning shade, by the way. Again, this is Bad Girls Club. I don't know if I mentioned the shade to you guys, by the way, but this is the shade Bad Girls Club. Love the name. Okay, so last but not least, to complete this look, this is also a new product. This is Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I'm like reading it on the Spanish side, excuse me. This is their Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water Prep Set Refresh. So I'm going to use this to set today, and it smells like cucumbers. Really nice. Oh my god, you guys. This is so refreshing. Holy crap, it's like really cooling and really nice. So I'm just going to spray a little bit more because I just love the way it smells. Okay, you guys, so I just finished getting ready, and it's been about like 10 minutes or so since I last saw you guys, and I wanted to update you on this liquid lipstick. I am super impressed. I can still do that, and it's still, it's not drying at all, you guys. I don't need a gloss. It's still shiny. I did not apply a gloss at all. I definitely want to see what other shades they have in this like catsuit liquid lipstick. I am super impressed. Now with this dark shade, the only thing I will say, especially if I keep doing that with my lips, just to make sure you check your teeth, because especially since this isn't as drying of a formula, that I could see happening. But I would rather have it like this and just keep checking my teeth than have it be super drying. I hate liquid lipsticks like that. So especially with like a lighter shade, you wouldn't really have to worry about that as much, just with the darker shades. But you guys, like, I can definitely see the shine. I am impressed. This is not drying at all. All these products, this whole entire look was from Wet n Wild, you guys. I am super impressed. So anyways, if you guys are interested in any of these products, I will have them all linked down below, especially a lot of the new ones that I tried for the first time today, as well as a 25% off coupon code, which is huge because you're already like getting a huge savings with Wet n Wild compared to other brands. The quality is there and 25% more. So I will have that all listed down below. But anyways, let me know in the comments down below, have you guys tried any of these products from Wet n Wild? What are your favorite? What are some other favorite products from Wet n Wild that you have tried out? Do you like Wet n Wild? I would be curious to find out. We all know I do. But anyways, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.